and welcome to V News, and the stories that made the headlines today are:
Chilean President Piñera begins an official visit to Vietnam. More drastic measures are requested to ensure traffic safety. The second defense dialogue Jakarta towards security and stability in the globe.
Chilean President Sebastián Piñera Echenique arrived in Hanoi, beginning an official visit to Vietnam at the invitation of President TRUYnh. A solemn ceremony was held to welcome the president in Hanoi on March 22nd.
This is the third visit to Vietnam by a Chilean head of state since the two countries established diplomatic ties in 1971. Chile was the second Latin American nation after Cuba to establish diplomatic ties with Vietnam in that year. Since then, the comprehensive partnership between Vietnam and Chile has continued to develop effectively. High-level leaders of the two countries have met several times. President Sang met with President Piñera at the 19th APEC Summit in Hawaii in November 2011. The two governments signed a free trade agreement and cooperated within the framework of negotiations for the Trans-Pacific Partnership Agreement. The two sides have also cooperated in cultural exchanges and share experience in international integration at international organizations and multilateral forums. After the welcoming ceremony, the two presidents held talks. President Sang expressed his belief that the visit will make important contributions to boosting the friendship and existing multifaceted cooperation between the two countries. He congratulated Chile's achievements in politics, socio-economy, and foreign affairs, describing them as a basis for its national development in the coming time. President Piñera highly appreciated Vietnam's role and prestige in the region. He expressed his wish that Vietnam will continue gaining greater triumphs in national modernization and international integration in the future. Both were pleased with developments in the two countries' ties in the past time and agreed on the need to further bilateral cooperation in all fields. Later the same day, the Chilean president paid a courtesy visit to Party General Secretary Nguyễn Phú Trọng and exchanged views with National Assembly Chairman Nguyễn Sinh Hùng and Prime Minister Nguyễn Tấn Dũng.
President TRUYnh bade farewell to Iraqi Ambassador Faris Abdul Karim Zahrawi Al-Ani in Hanoi on March 21st. He spoke highly of the ambassador's important contributions to the two countries' multifaceted, friendly, and cooperative ties.
Iraq used to be one of Vietnam's key trade partners in the Middle East, so both countries should work together to find a way to increase the bilateral trade turnover, Sang said. He asked the Iraqi government to facilitate the efficient operation of Vietnamese enterprises there, particularly those specialising in oil and gas. The president affirmed Vietnam always follows important achievements made by Iraqi people in the course of stabilising the political situation, reconstructing their country, and developing their economy. The ambassador thanked the Vietnamese government for helping him throughout his term in office. He also said Iraq will support Vietnam to reopen its embassy in Baghdad in the near future.
Deputy Prime Minister Nguyễn Xuân Phúc requested that provinces and cities nationwide take more drastic measures to ensure traffic safety at an online meeting on traffic issues on March 21st. Phúc is also the chairman of the National Committee of Traffic Safety.
Statistics show that in the first 2 months of this year, nearly 2,000 traffic accidents occurred, 48% lower than the same period last year. These accidents, however, killed more than 1,600 people and injured 1,480 others. While 34 provinces and cities, such as Hanoi, Lai Châu, Yên Bái, and An Giang, reported low number of traffic accidents, some localities show significant increases, including Kon Tum, Quảng Ngãi, Long An, and Hậu Giang. After commenting on too many deaths in traffic accidents, Deputy Prime Minister Phúc said many measures needed improvements in order to decrease the number of yearly traffic accidents by 5 to 10%, a goal set by the National Assembly. He agreed with the locality's initiatives to raise fines for traffic violators on their second offense. Phúc asked the relevant authorities to boost patrols, especially between the hours of 6 p.m. and 1 a.m., and strictly punish traffic violators. He suggested localities consider plans to reorganize their traffic flow. Present at the meeting, Deputy Minister of Public Security Pham Quy Ngo suggested incinerating vehicles engaged in illegal races, recruiting more traffic policemen, and allow police forces to grant driving license.
Vietnam will invest $100 million in an agricultural complex to produce high-quality rice for exports in Myanmar. A contract for the project was signed in Hanoi on March 21st.
According to the signed contract, the Vietnamese side will help Myanmar grow high-quality rice with high yield for export. By the end of 2011, Vietnamese businesses had submitted to the Myanmar agencies 15 investment projects valued at $514 million. These projects, with some gaining licenses, are engaged in finance, banking, aviation, telecommunications, oil and gas, and agriculture. During his two-day official visit to Vietnam, which ended on March 21, President Thein Sein said Myanmar has great potential in the tourism, forestry and banking sectors, and it will create favourable conditions for Vietnamese enterprises to invest in these fields. Two-way trade turnover between Vietnam and Myanmar reached over $167 million in 2011, up 9.8% over 2010.
Vietnamese and French experts emphasized the necessity for issuing new standards for vehicles to reduce emissions and encouraging the development of clean energy. They met at a symposium themed Air Quality Improvement and Urban Transport, Best Practice and Cooperative Projects in Hanoi on March 21st.
Experts said the degradation in air quality affects the community and causes socio-economic losses. Joint efforts, therefore, should be made to improve air quality. Vietnam also needs cooperation and technical assistance from foreign governments, agencies and organisations in air quality management. At the event, representatives of the Pollution Control Department of the General Department of Environment said dust density in urban areas was 1.5 to 3 times, and in some places 5 to 7 times higher than allowable levels. Experts from the French National Institute for Environmental and Industrial Risks introduced solutions for air quality improvement and the air quality systems that are being used in major cities worldwide. They said that sustainable development and traffic policy will certainly become a prospect for cooperation between Vietnam and France.
The Prime Minister has just approved a project to set up a new education model in Vietnam. The project is sponsored by the Global Partnership for Education (GPE) through a non-refundable aid of $84.6 million.
The new education model is expected to renew the quality of teaching and learning, with teachers having to constantly enrich their knowledge and students learning actively by exchanging views with teachers and other students. It will be carried out on a trial basis in 6 provinces, including Lao Cai, Hà Giang, Hòa Bình, Thanh Hóa, Kon Tum and Dak Lak within 3 years from June 2012 to June 2015. Teaching methods applied in some developed countries will be used to guarantee that by 2015 all children, especially those coping with difficulties and those of ethnic minority groups, will go to school and complete compulsory primary education free of charge with high quality.
The Second International Defense Dialogue Jakarta 2012, IDD 2012, opened in Jakarta, Indonesia on March 21st. The 3-day forum focused on strengthening security and stability in the globe in the context of rapid and complicated developments in the world geopolitical situations.
United Nations Secretary-General Ban Ki-moon said, instabilities in the Middle East and North Africa show that the United Nations needs to give more priority to protecting human rights and maintaining peace, security and stability in the world. According to Indonesian President Susilo Bambang Yudhoyono, countries should step up global cooperative efforts to solve current traditional and non-traditional challenges such as food and energy security, terrorism, piracy, climate change, humanitarian aid, disarmament, and non-proliferation of nuclear weapons. About 1,500 defense officials and researchers from 45 countries participated in the event. Major General TRUYnh, Director of the Military Strategy Institute under the Ministry of National Defense, attended the forum.
And we have covered all the stories for today. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.